Quick thing before we begin this video, I should mention that if you've got epilepsy issues, you might actually want to stay away from this one as well. I feel like I'm on a bit of a trend this week, but the end of this run was very flashy and really fun, but it might cause problems for you. So, sorry, hopefully next time maybe, but I think this game's just cursed now too. Hey everyone, Wanderbots here, and welcome back to Rogue Genesia, this time for the beta 0.9 version. So I'm playing as the duelist class, which I don't think I've ever played before, and I'm not entirely sure where I want to go with this. We got a lot of treasure chests, so I think I'm just going to go up the left. I'm not gonna think too hard about anything. Let's see. So, Thorn, inflict damage when you get hit by enemies, 45 damage, mitigation. I actually think Thorn might be a good idea, but we're going to go for the crossbow for the time being. Kill the box, thank you. Perfect. Okay. So the game has changed like a fair bit. We now have a C rank difficulty. When you're not moving, damage mitigation, damage multiplier, immune to knockback. Enters 3 seconds. You know what? I'm gonna do a rarity reroll. Get a second crossbow. Sure, why not? Let's see. So we want to go hard crit here. Pick mostly upgrades that have crit. And crit related benefits. Get some EXP here too. Please die, you scum. Thank you. I don't think actually hunting that down is particularly worth it, but whatever. But yeah, so we want to stack as much crit as we possibly can, turn this guy into an absolute crit fiend, and then just shred as many things as possible. Crossbow is a pretty good starting point, and I'm just hoping to scale it up from there. Boxes. Let's see, aiming, damage multiplier. The only problem is we lose a little bit of attack speed. Barely any, though. Worth it? I think this character might have a minimum, and we can kind of use that to our advantage, sort of. It's still, the math is a little funky on this game. Okay, these. Additional projectiles, reduce base defense. Yep. More crossbow shots are good. Projectile piercing. More projectiles, crit chance. Let's go for the crit chance. I want to upgrade my weapons, but I want to pick up a number of passives first. Okay. We also have trade-off. I think I'm going to alternate between trade-off and crit bonuses. Okay, so we want to banish void because it's bad. Cardio ain't terrible. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna banish head bash as well. Let's just go for kunai. We can go for the tainted mods after we're done. Okay, so we get gold, card selector, overloaded additional projectiles. Additional projectiles reduce attack speed. Sure. Soul gauntlet, 50% of soul gems, coins, and food at the end of every level. That's nice. I'm still gonna try and go for maximum pickup range. Worm gland. Damage projectiles. I mean, that's okay. Let's go for... I think I'm gonna banish iron... am I not? No. No, let's just go for the pickup radius. I think, unfortunately, that only affects... No, it affects everything. We've got a sweet magnet. I just have to make sure I don't pick it up, because we can snag that right at the end here. I've always really liked the particle effects coming off of that thing. It's just, I don't know, it's a fun visual. Okay, keep grabbing student. Unfortunately, our character right now is like an extreme glass cannon. Ah, shoot. The blood pressure is a little spooky for not a lot of benefit. Let's see, celerity or shuriken. Shuriken also does crit. Let's see, projectile speed, base health regen, reduce base health. I mean, black blood wouldn't be terrible. Let's actually snag a little bit of that. Unfortunately, we really are going to need to invest into some max HP at some point. A little bit of durability. Yeah, you know what? I'll snag it. I'd be pretty sad if I just got gibbed here. Let's see. Young sculptor. On the right of your path, you see a small cabin with a young sculptor working on a new statuette and waves at you and wants to give you one of his statuettes. Sola or Logam? Sola is sun. Can I check my sun card? My cards here. Metal. I think we want sun. But I don't have a whole lot of information on that one. Okay. So, cards with the sun tag are more likely to appear. Hopefully, that's EXP gain, but I don't know. Wow, I just gout projectiles. That's, kind of exactly what I want. Okay, gold pickup, increase gold gain for the rest of that. We also do have throwing knife. I think I'm gonna go for greed anyway, just because we're gonna want that money. Okay, I'm just gonna keep grabbing a little bit more durability. My defense is base -10, which is incredibly useful. But also a little tricky. Because that means I really do not want to get touched here. Projectile piercing. Yeah, let's go for the piercing, defense piercing. Okay, more kunai. I think I'm gonna just get rid of Iron Will. It's just not that good. I think I'm just gonna go up this left side. Okay, Castle Crossbow or Curse Book, which is Sun and Dark. Reduces my defense, gives me even more EXP, which is what I'm looking for. Increase EXP, reduce gold gain. I'm not actually convinced that that's particularly good, but whatever. Let's see, Katana also does crit damage. Yeah, let's snag that. Alright. So I want to kill 4 champions and then a bunch of monsters. I know there are bonus objectives that can show up as well. That give an extra reward if you can complete them. I don't think I'm going to. At least not this time around. Let's just do a reroll. More katana? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll katana for a bit. We attack really fast, so I don't think a lot of these mid-bosses are gonna be able to get at me. Unfortunately, also don't do that much damage to them. That regen going. Okay. Critical damage. Ooh. Overworked? So I've lost some HP here. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, 20% critical damage. It's not that big. I think I'm just gonna keep working katana. Double-edged sword. More damage. That. I think I'm actually gonna grab the throwing knife. I don't actually think the throwing knife is that good here, but worth it. Okay, let's go for this. Damage multiplier, defense piercing, reduces my attack speed, but only by a bit. That's really tempting. Okay, more on crossbow. And now I'm starting to get some hits in. I'd like to get the fire if I can. Let's see. Max health multiplier. Yep, keep working on that. I more or less need to make up... Oh, he had a second health bar. That's rude. Analysis. Yep. Okay, I'm just going to ignore them for a hot second. Go grab some of the EXP that was left behind. Okay. Second level tower? Yeah. Lust. On taking damage, increase health regen. Nah. Okay. Analysis 50% crit chance. That's, yep. Pretty good. Shopkeeper's plate. Oh, that's perfect. Nice discount. Let's see. So Damascus Steel is bad. Damage multiplier, defense piercing. I think I'm going to go for penetration for the time being. That fits a bit better. Oh, it's a shop. Reroll, rarity reroll, crossbow, area. How much money do I have? Not too much. Let's see. I don't have too much money, so I'm just going to buy those two. Yeah, we didn't have enough for a limit break service. Nor do we want it. We want to save that for after an evolution. Because ideally, if I can evolve the katana and then limit break it, that's so much better. Unfortunately, I don't actually remember which ones I want. Let's see. Reroll. We could go for momentum, but no, let's just go for reroll. Flesh! Base max HP, reduce base defense, base corruption. Makes monsters stronger. Ooh. Yep. It is time for the flesh. I do like the fact that the beginning actually feels harder now. That with all the meta progression that this game has added, it was starting to feel a little bit... I don't want to say tired. Base purification. Negative effects of corruption reduced by a percentage. Alright. And also a big EXP multiplier. Yep. So I think picking Sun was very much the correct call on this one. Okay, let's keep going for some low pressure. I'm killing a lot of things off camera and I want to work on it. Okay. Area size. Well, we're not doing area, so I don't think that's really a problem for me. Oh, I guess the katana kind of is. That's the one thing. Aiming, area size. Might as well keep doing aiming. Okay, crossbow, crossbow. Here's a question. Artifacts? No. Banished cards, soul cards, stats, talents, menu, achievements. No, that just unlocks the crossbow. Yeah, I can never remember what my evolutions are, unfortunately. So what do we even have to grab? 12 weapons in a single run to get the gunslinger. Alright, I should work on that. Oh, invest money. Should do that. No longer need your damages. Blunt edge. Well, that's confusing. Oh. It's significantly... Okay, only displayed locked. So some of these have hints, some of these do not. Or, no, they do. It's just at the top. So Shuriken up to level 8 to get the Fuma Shuriken. Explosive Vial up to level 8. Death Aura up to level 8 for Ooh. Okay, so we do have a lot of these things that we're going to want to start limit breaking. Spear, Thunderstaff. Teleport a cactus plant. Huh. Sword Rang up to level 8. So I should work on some of these then. Alright, we're just going to continue on. It seems like most of the evolutions, if I want to pursue them, are just go limit break a bunch of rare weapons. And then also invest some more money in the shop. And then also... let's see. Yeah, big attack speed bonus. Absolutely. Invest more into the shop. And then get a lot of different weapons. So I guess I'll start picking those up if and when I can. I don't remember if there's an achievement for getting the throwing knife up past level 7 as well. Because I think there's another region. Ooh, Black Wing. Interesting, but no, I want to pick up Bookworm. Huge EXP increase. Unfortunately, I think diminishing returns are still going to wreck me a little bit. Let's see. Merge. So, Reduces everything, increases projectile size, and damage. Now let's get the last of aiming instead. At least for now. Blood Candle, Base Purification, Purification Multiplier, Corruption Multiplier, Enemy Count. I really like some of these. The difficulty modding items. My main thing is I just hope we don't hit a level cap too early. Okay, so here's what I'm going to want to do. I don't want to kill those two champions yet. We're not ready for it. If I can avoid it. And, like, realistically, I'm going to just hit them on proximity. What I was hoping to do is find a void magnet first. Maybe one of them's going to drop it. I don't know. Problem is, oh, there it is. All right, cool. We're good. No, well, actually, at this point, it's fine. Because now we've pulled in pretty much everything else. Okay, card selection, more blood count. So, base purification, but it does give us a negative multiplier, increases our corruption multiplier, which is fine, because we mostly want increased enemy count. Okay. So we've got a void magnet right off the bat. That's a good sign. Let's see. Yeah, I suppose let's pick up Worm Gland. It gives us, not that we're actually going for AoEs here, but it gives us a little bit of an option there. And, let's see. Bunch of base health. Nah, more on throwing knife. Fortunately, I really want that crystal sword. I don't think I've shown it off yet, but the crystal sword is very fun. It's got huge knockback. So you can use it to just bat away all elites. Okay. Candle. Candle. I guess I could have gone for the wind sword in retrospect. Fine. Slippery skin for damage? Nah. Let's just max out Candle. Anything that gives me EXP gain. It just seems too worth it. And let's see if I can get my crossbow up to level 8. I don't think crossbow has an evolution. Yet. At least not what I've unlocked. Do we want merge? We lose some projectiles, gain projectile size. I don't think I like merge. In fact, I'm just going to banish it right here and now. We'll just go size up. Dash cooldown, throwing knife. I might actually have a shot at this one. Okay, more in Worm Gland. Rust. Stone Skin. Rarity reroll of that. For Fire Spirit. That's actually one of the bigger damage ups I could possibly get. Okay, so Lust, Concentration. Rarity reroll Lust into Fire Spirit again. And Analysis. I'll take those. Okay, next level of Shuriken, Projectile Piercing. Now let's just try and max out a couple of these. Okay, so at this point we're starting to become actually absurd, which is what I was looking for. or hoping for. The amount of burn that I should be hopefully putting on enemies is going to be pretty good. Do we want the blood candle? Even more enemy count. Sure. What I'd like to do is get my crossbow up to level 6. That's the other one. I guess I actually shouldn't be hitting these mid-bosses. We should be wandering around. What I'd like to do is find a magnet. Unfortunately, my chances of finding a magnet and not picking it up. Okay, good. Crossbow is now level 6. And there's the Artificer's Katana. I think there is another katana. Oh, well, there's the magnet. You know what? There's like barely any enemies spawning left, so at this point, that worked out. Void Spirit. So even more EXP multiplier. It is a Sun and Void. So yeah, going for Sola was a good idea. And chance for Soul Gems to be sucked in. Do we want to go for the chest or do we want to go for more enemies? It's actually, let's just be lazy, go for the chest. This is going to be a long enough run. And we get the Magnifying Crystal. Double-edged sword. Yeah, it's not actually a weapon. Oh, we can only limit break if something is maxed. Hate to do it. We're just gonna limit break the crossbow. And grab the cleaver. Yeah, I forgot. You have to have one weapon at level 7. It's fine. Getting a weapon up to level 9 is not particularly necessary for me. It's nice. Don't get me wrong. Oh, charge altars to summon the boss. Corruption from altars. Okay, this is new. Base damage, base defense piercing. I think Sharp Edge is not really that good, unfortunately for me. I like this change to how the last bosses work. Like, I mentioned this earlier, that this has already felt substantially better since the last time I played it. I've been kind of slow about coming back to Rogue Genesia. I mean, one, just because I wanted to give it more time to develop, but also just kind of an in general thing. It's... how would I describe it? Seems like the corruption from altars also doesn't, it ticks up kind of, or it doesn't tick up if you're summoning, which is something I will keep in mind. I guess I was under the improper assumption that, let's see, go for split. Yeah, let's just hang out and fight for a little while. That not much would have changed. They would have just gotten some more layers on top of it. It's, you know, regular gameplay. And that'd be it. But to see so much, like, quality of life improvements just packed into this game, massively makes it feel massively better. It seems like the corruption's not going to go up anymore. Huh, that's interesting. So I guess maybe for future zones, I might want to, like, hang out for a little while that corruption really ticks up. Because it looks like it has stopped now that I've interacted with one of them. Music has also gone, like, sky high in terms of quality. Yeah, so if the corruption ain't gonna go up anymore, I might as well just interact with these. Wonder if the bosses changed then. Because it used to just be a big goblin shaman. Oh wait, no. I guess it was always just... There are no other goblin shamans, so yeah. It might still be the same, or it might be new, I don't know. I am prepared to be amazed. I like the music getting muffled while leveling up, but I almost kind of wish it didn't because this music is too rad, and I don't want it to get muffled. Oh good, we have a magnet. Yeah, I'll pick it up in a hot second. There are so many enemies. Oh, the corruption did actually go up a smidge. Cloth. On void pickup, increased pickup range. I'm actually going to do a rarity reroll on that. Single-handed. Yeah, it's a big enough damage up to be worth it. Okay, last one's over here. And yeah, it's almost tempting. It's almost tempting to sit around here and farm for a bit, but nah. I'm just gonna hang out. I feel like I'm just a sprinkler. I'm just watering my lawn. Damage multiplier, yeah. Movement speed, knockback, yeah. And it is him. Goblin Shaman, again, 700,000 HP. Big chunker. Alright, big chunker, it's time to die. I don't know if that aura is something I need to be worried about. I'm not a durable fellow. In fact, I'm almost dead. I think the boss died. He might have burned to death. Hard to say. End of the cheater. Pick 4 soul cards. I like that. Bookworm. Yeah, we'll need to invest a little bit more into survivability. Okay, so... Here we have pin placement. I should actually plan these out. Something like that? Probably. I don't want to visit too many shops, but it's where we do get a lot of cool items. Yep, we got a magnet, so I shouldn't do anything. Oh, optional. Crate's broken. Okay, got it. Yeah, I always want to get those optional objectives, even when I can. Because that's just effectively a free level up. Alright, level's done. Pick up everything. Music is really jamming. Muscles, projectile size, it bad. Attack speed and damage multipliers. Practice ain't terrible. Get my kunai up. Let's see, I don't think we need any more low pressure. Dash, increase movement speed. No, let's just go shuriken. Okay, Gilgamesh's seal. Tainted rarity cards are less likely to appear. That's... Yeah, I'm actually super fine with that. Woo. So we lose some of my crit chance. but we gain so much crit damage. I think it's worth it. Spike shield. Nah, cleaver. Blood candle. Yeah. Okay, throwing knife. Here's the thing I was going to check. Once again, achievements. Display locked. So, get a gunslinger, get a shopkeeper. Oh, right. I should look into investments. So, crystal sword, death aura, explosive vial, shuriken up to level 8. Spear up to level 8. Sword rang level 8. Thunderstaff. So unfortunately, most of my weapons, it's really just shuriken. Shuriken is the one we want to limit break. Let's just go for the crit damage, actually, briefly. I'm just kicking this cacti man around. It's great. Okay, shuriken is now level 6. Hopefully I didn't lose too much. Yeah, the other one I'd love to be able to get up to level 6 so I can potentially get it up to level 9. Let's see, do we want either of these? Wait, don't we already have, like... Yeah, Tainted Rarity Soul cards are just way less likely, so we don't even need that. Let's see. Ooh, Thunder Spirit. Chance to create an arc lightning to nearby enemies. I also wouldn't mind refreshing my banishes. I think I'm just going to do that. We should probably not visit the shops too much, as they don't actually benefit me that much. Okay, we have no bonus objective here. It's snag the shaman staff. Let's see. Size up, get it out of the pool. There we go. Yeah, luckily between the, my couple of magnety items, it's pretty easy to get everything. Flesh armor. Defense multiplier, max health, and corruption. Is my base corruption only 5? Huh. I suppose so, but I think I'm going to keep going Blood Candle. Oh, we started with a Void Magnet. Perfection. Attack speed and damage multiplier. Yes. Oil. 2 dash charges at once. Oh, is that regen? I'll snag it. Okay. I'm just gonna get my shuriken up to level 7. Let's see. Create broken, increase area size. I'm gonna banish steel skin. We're not going for it. Kunai. Yeah, I'll just max out Kunai. Let's see. More area size? No, more crit damage. Blackwing. Movement speed, dash charges, purification multiplier, and base corruption. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I gotta keep checking these achievements because I almost kind of wish I could mark some of these. Oh, metal transmutation up to level 4 to get blunt edge. That's what it is. Yeah, so the problem is, Shuriken we can at least get, but Spear and Sword Rang haven't shown up yet. If we're lucky, we'll be able to buy them anyway. Okay, I'm just gonna... Aha! There it is. I'm just gonna chill. Unfortunately, even with my absurd setup, it's still taking... Oh, it's got healing. That's a slight problem. At least he's hanging out in my worm juice. That'll melt him down. Okay, more Black Wing. We are trying to get my corruption up. Let's grab that. I don't actually intend to max it out, but I do want it. Let's see. Analysis. Yeah. Okay, food also attracts all soul gems. Yeah, I think I'll snag that. And I want Divine Smite, but we are saving our money. Kind of. Oh, defend the shopkeeper. Huh. Interesting objective. Luckily, we've got enough knockback to just yeet everything. Let's see, on soul pickup, increase EXP gain. Yeah, I like Envy. That one's pretty good. Okay, God's Wrath for more damage. I'm gonna keep going for the attack speed at the moment. Ooh. I think that was just a regular bird that touched me. We maybe need to invest a little bit into Slippery Skin. Okay, shopkeeper didn't die from that. Shockingly enough. God's Wrath, yep. Good, and we got a magnet. Gold multiplier, base corruption. No, we need perfection. I can't keep stacking corruption at the moment, otherwise I can and will get cooked from it. And yeah, we might want to invest a little bit more into knockback. Okay, Frenzy, increase... When you dash, increase attack speed by 5%. That's okay, I think I'm just gonna grab Celerity. Oh, and we just get a limit break service. Oh. I think I have to go for Cursed Book. I didn't realize that would limit break everything. I probably shouldn't have picked that, but oh well. We might have enough time to accrue enough money, we'll see. what do we want? More slippery skin? I think so. Now let's go for concentration. And there we go. Now we've got Void Spirit. So we no longer have to worry about picking up EXP, it's just automatic now. I've got to check a quick thing. We do display locked. Let's see, 100 corruption. 50 corruption, 20 purification. Defense shredding. We still want this one. Negative 100 or more defense. Just gonna go for that. Yeah, so we still haven't picked up Zealot. On elite kill, DXP gain even further? Sure. Okay, Artificer's Katana is now ready for potentially a double limit break. Okay. Yeah, let's go for Berserker. Let's see. As we'll go for the Wind's Blade. Let's see, Stone-handed. So more enemies, reduces projectile duration, attack speed. I think it's good. I think I'll go for it. Okay, and do we want the last level of that? I think I'll wait. Things have gotten a little tougher, and stacking some more corruption I don't think would be that bad for me, but I'm certainly not chewing through my hordes of enemies as fast as I want to. And so I might be able to survive if I keep stacking corruption, but it's probably a good idea that we preemptively kind of ward it off just a smidge. Because, yeah, now I feel like I'm doing at least a little bit better. Because if I push too much corruption and my enemies get too tanky, they're just going to hug me to death. Like, it's looking kind of huggy here. Oh, don't stand on those. I'm glad it didn't do, like, high-speed tick rate uber nuke damage. Otherwise, that could have been really bad for me. Kill with fire. Oh, hey, here we go. Fighter Flight also very good. Let's go for Pyromaniac just for the extra healing. Unfortunately, it seems to take about 50% of my HP and damage often here. And that's a not great place to be. Okay. Max out throwing knife? Yeah. Oh, got it. Cool. Alright, so what do we get? Next level Berserker. Yeah, let's snag that. What money am I looking at? Actually, plenty. Scaldi, Logam. Scaldi. I think that's Sun or Hunt. Oh. Sure. Okay. Kill 45 elites. Not that we need a magnet at this point. Let's see. Shaman Staff. Unfortunately, we need the Thunder Staff. Ow, something hit me. Let's see. Recursion. For big damage? Big damage. But yeah, like I said, it's looking a little huggy for me. Which is kind of my fear. I'm gonna do fight or flight. Because as long as I'm moving, I do extra damage. So I might as well push that. It seems to be working. It does feel like I'm doing more. Thunderstaff, there it is. Unfortunately, my area is so small, it's not that helpful, but if I can get that up to level 8 as well, over the course of this run, that'll give me, hopefully, another unlock. Tonal Help, that's a new one. Armorless. No, we don't want that yet. We don't want it yet. Let's work on weak point. A C rank difficulty certainly feels like C rank difficulty, but on the flip side, I actually feel like I'm really able to push my statistics really far. Like, I think usually I'd cap out at level 128 in previous runs, if even, and now it feels like I can actually get even further than this. It's still slow going, but it's not like heinously slow going. Okay, increase monster amount, but reduce their HP. I like it. Bile coin, gold multiplier, base corruption. What are her actual stat? Good. Okay, I'm gonna banish impenetrable. Go for quick. Okay, do we want to go shopping? No. Heroic soul cards more likely to appear. Let's see. Critical hits instantly kill non-boss enemies below 10% HP. Yeah. And then increases our crit chance. Oh, my base damage is atrocious. That's part of my problem. Sure. Yeah, my base damage is 4. I think I fixed my issues. Do we want knockback? Kind of, but I think I'm gonna go for Pyromaniac for the time being. Wow, that base damage up. Hey, was massive? We've also got the on crit. Alright, instantly below. Yep. There's also acid coating, which is also really good. Oh, defense shredding. That's something I need to get up to like 30% though. I'll go for Divine Smite first. Okay, don't walk into the hell pools. That's how you die. Okay, more Divine Smite. Yep. Patience. Crit chance. But reduce attack speed. Still think it's worth it. Okay. I do achievements. $5,000 gold coins. Oh, permanent shop discount. Right. Well, we've unlocked the shopkeeper. That's the main thing. Okay, so we can boost that. Oh, I forget the limit break trick. Was it in guides? Okay, here we go. Okay. weapon of level 7. Level 6 weapon you want to limit break. Go to the blacksmith. Okay, head to the blacksmith. Card selection, then limit break. Wait, okay. Select card selection. Upgrade your level 6 weapon to 7. Then limit break. Oh. Okay. Artificer's Katana. Then limit break Artificer's Katana. And then we get it up to level 9. Which makes it absurd. There we go. Increase stage requirements. And Thorn. And my helmet. Let's see, do we do anything else? More banish charges. Go buy the reroll charges. Okay. Oh, can I not hurt myself here? Sad. Whatever. I will always pick my own helmet. Alright, so now I've become absurd, I think. I mean, the Artificer's Katana on its own should be able to just pretty much shred most things. It's kind of in there. Oh, I wonder if this is a way that I can actually get... Here, can I check? Stats. Okay, let me see. Base stat times 150. Alter corruption. Okay. We do have an extremely dodgy option here of actually just chilling. I'm not sure how wise this is, but this dynamically is increasing my overall world corruption by a fair bit. Let's go for the acid coating, give me some defense shredding, which is huge. Boy, it feels like we're killing things even faster because of that. I have no idea if it was actually because of that or not. Let's see where we're at. Stat-wise corruption. I need to get up to 50. Let's just get the 50 corruption Chivo. Okay, Divine Smite. I'd like to get Perfection, but I think Divine Smite's a little bit more practical at the moment. Because yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to handle 100 corruption. I think that could be bad. I mean, otherwise we could actually just sacrifice this run and just say, better to try and get the 100 corruption achievement than to actually win. The temptation is really strong. Oh. Luckily, those fire pools do not tick very quick. Okay. Because, yeah, my problem is my max health is really bad. And I have, like, next to no regen. Okay, what are we up to? 40. So I only need, like, 7 more points. I think I can do it. I don't think I'm going to go up to I don't think I'm going to go up to 100. I might be able to survive that. Okay, another level of acid coating. I could also put some more into thorn. Now, let's keep working on this. Our chances of getting defense shredding to a sufficient degree is kind of low. What's corruption? 45. I hope this counts. I might be able to do 100. It might just take a while, is the one issue. Let's see, God's Wrath for more damage. No, I actually gotta go Thunderstaff here. I'd like the other ones, but we do want to get my Thunderstaff up so I could potentially limit break it. Not that I've been doing a whole lot of limit breaking today. I limit broke the thing that did need to be evolved, but on the flip side, it does make me very strong. Does it not count? It must not count. It's got to be internal corruption. On the flip side, I now know that I can handle corruption level above X amount. Okay, and it takes that corruption right back down. I was really hoping I could use that to get the achievements cleanly. Without as much effort, because if I can just hang out here to get it instead, it means I don't actually have to pursue corruption normally. Traction is bad. I'm gonna banish that. It can and will kill me. Okay. It would have been a clever cheese, but it's fine. I guess now we know for a fact that we can just, we don't have to even think about it, just pursue these. It was good farming is like the one counterpoint that can be made here, but I don't know. Considering how long these runs are, you know, we're just getting to the end of the second region, and we potentially have 2 more. Not really a whole lot of reason for me to, let's see, to stick around and farm too much. Oh, 141 though. Like, oh, we're in a good place. We are gonna have a lot of money here. I mean, it's a decent amount. I should not poop. Ow. I should not so casually disregard the amount of money I've accrued. Attack speed, reduce my base defense even further. Yes. So now we've got that corruption back down to nothing. So it really is actually just a optional farming zone if you want to get a bunch of levels. Kind of without effort. Where is the last one? Oh, it's down to the right. Unfortunately for the marker has lost a little bit in the sheer mass of enemies. Just present on screen at any given moment. Alright, and then it should just be Worm Fight. Max out perfection, yep. Alright, Worm Boss! 25 million HP! Ah, that's nothing. Let's go melt the lad. Come back. I need you to melt harder. I wonder what the yellow part of the HP means. Just phase change? Ah, there's spikes that follow me. The new patterns on this boss actually feel really good. And is dead. Yeah, we'll have to get some survivability. Okay, carve dice, free reroll every time you select cards. I love it. Okay, max health multiplier, projectile size, knockback, base damage, reduce projectile speed, and reduce movement speed. Yup, that's what I need. Feels like this got a little more compact, but maybe it's just me. Projectile duration. Nah, let's just banish that one. Keep my cleaver up? Sure. Okay, I can pretty much just toast these guys. There's a mod for this, apparently, that increases your light radius. So it actually makes the caves pretty bright. I might consider it. I think I don't want to mess with mods until this game is functionally done, is my one thing. Because even like loading into this beta, the warning is like, back up your save files just in case. And it's like, yeah, no, that makes total sense. I just copied my save file, so I just have a duplicate of it. Pretty easy to do too. I'm glad there was no limitation. I know, I know it was requested to like start fresh for this one, but I just don't have the time for that. Let's do fight and flight. I guess that's actually not very good. But for me, I love the fact that I'm not being wiped here. What's a good example? Let's go for God's Wrath. Going for Thorn for the mitigation might still be a good idea, but I saw a bunch of people talking about Diablo 4, and like I've paid no attention to that game. I know some people probably really like it, but it's just not really my thing. I might play it if Bobby Kotick and company get ousted in the Microsoft merger. But that's pretty much like the only way I'm going to actually play it. Okay, Thunder Spirit. Chance to create arc lightning to nearby enemies. Yup. Okay, Pyromaniac, Acid Coating, or Blood Coat. Blood? No. Let's keep doing Acid Coating, because there's achievements for Defense Shred. You know what? Rip my money, but I don't care. Sell some health points. 2 soul cards at the end of every elite stage. Actually, those are really good and for some reason extremely cheap. But one of the things I saw people talking about specifically with Diablo 4 was that the seasonal resets were kind of exhausting. It's like you have 3 months and then you're reset back to the very beginning. I don't know if that's actually normal for other games. Like, I think that might actually be normal for, I should be kind of careful here. Let's see. A little bit of damage mitigation from that. But let's work on Wind's Blade. I just don't want to walk into an enemy, because that could be deadly. Yeah, I don't know if that's standard for Path of Exile. I'd actually love to know that one. Because I've never looked at how short or long the Path of Exile leagues are. Leagues? Seasons? But from my perspective, the idea of having all of my stuff wiped back to the very beginning. What is this? Oh, moves and speed, reduce dash cooldown. You know, that's not actually good for me here. I don't strictly hate it, but extra movement speed is kind of terrifying. I guess it's good for kind of getting around. Okay. I can't be shot at. I can't tank it. I really sincerely hope we get to the point where I have negative 100 defense and so I can stop pursuing it. Oh, Fire Spirit. I didn't realize we hadn't maxed it out. Now everything must burn. Okay, these shooty dudes are causing problems for me. And of course I cannot see them in the gloom. I can't see anything. Let's keep going Thunder Spirit. That is just way too good. Okay, they're just melting down. But so whenever I play like an early access game or something and it wipes all my save progress, I'm just kind of like, well, I've lost almost all compunction to play more of this game. And like, I'm fine with it maybe for like a 1.0 release. You know, then it's kind of a little bit more understandable. Yeah, keep working on Blood Coat? Sure. Okay. I like the optional objectives to destroy crates. That one's super easy. Max out acid coating. There. So now we've got mind corruption. I'm just really trying to get as many achievements as I possibly can. Which, this game is the perfect example of how to make achievements actually interesting. By tying every unlock to them. Like, oh, you did this? Alright, here's an achievement. Admittedly, most of the achievements are pretty basic stuff. There's almost no, like, trick to it. Which I can see being a little bit ho-hum, but on the flip side, it's just kind of like, nah, get negative 100 defense. It's a bonus challenge. Do you want to get it on this run, or do you want to wait? Because it's way too risky. Lose 25% of your health, gain a lot of damage. I think there's also, like, metal conversion and some other things I should look into as part of all of this. Something is going to sneeze on me. Just a little too close, and I'm just going to fold like tissue paper. But it's going to be really funny when that happens. We're definitely going to want to stack some more max HP if and when I can. Okay, those projectiles. Nope. Like I said, sneezing. I'm reasonably strong here, so I can mostly just kill. On-take damage, increase base defense. No, that's barely anything. Let's just go for Thorn. I'll have to see if there's a proper retaliation build possible in this game at some point. Okay, keep working on Thunderstaff, because again, we need to get that up to... Whoop. We need to get that up to level 8 as well. Okay, yeah, even the bosses just poof out of existence. There we go. Don't think we've lost too much of anything. Because, yeah, that would actually reduce, make it worse. Well, next level, Thunderstaff. Wait, 300 gold? 300 gold. We could also go for a movable object for the damage mitigation. 27% extras. Like, actually really good. I don't think it's going to be worth it here. Champion and boss HP. Last of the blood transmutations. Sure. Keep selling some HP. Oh, flesh. Here we go. Huh. You have no idea how tempting this is. Yeah, doing it. Okay, I think we're gonna stop because I'm gonna need some money here. Hit Sola. Cards with the sun tag are even more likely to appear. I should probably just ignore those. Now, if I take a look at my stats, what is my HP? Not high. Keep doing Thunder Spirit. I should probably look at what that actually gets me. Yeah, I just have to be... slightly careful. Let's see. Blood pressure, wind sword. I guess I'm just going to pick a movable object just because. Lunatic. Base damage. Defense piercing. Area size. I think that's it. I think that's going to fix my problems. Yeah. Alright, so we now have Zealot. So this is where we pick Armorless. If I can get it. Okay, slay the boss. Oh, there is a boss. Oh, it's the chonky lad. Let's see. Thunder Spirit. No, I'm just going to keep going for Thunder Spirit. We need the splits. And the guys shooting at me are a bit of a problem. Even more projectiles. Sounds good. Alright. Okay, so the boss starts splitting into much smaller chunks. Which is good and bad. Fractal is great. Okay. So this will fix all of my defense-related cards. Yep, doing it. So now I am no longer in super negative zone. So I'm less killable. Oh, that's a hell of a lot of magnets. Okay, fight and flight. I guess I'm gonna grab Lust just because. Cleaver, no. Max Thunder Spirit, yeah. Okay, next level multi-handed, absolutely. Yeah, they seem to be having some trouble here, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Optional time left a minute. Yeah. I don't know, actually. I seem to kind of delete them if I get really close. I don't know what's specifically triggering that to happen. I think we got it. Wow. It might actually just be my sword doesn't have enough range. I bet that's exactly it. Let's max that one out too. Alright, survive 2.5 minutes. Easy enough. I do find the survive 2.5 minute levels to be almost the most... I don't want to say most annoying. It's a lot of EXP, but it definitely feels like, yep, I'm just here now. It's time to just wander around. But on the flip side, I've got massive amounts of... Let's see, I've got massive amounts of HP, speed, damage, everything. Let's go for the projectile speed. I'll have to boost my duration at some point. But also, despite the fact that we've picked up Lunatic, which admittedly I think we've precluded ourselves from getting a second tier of it. But that's fine, I just want to unlock Zealot. Just so I don't have to think about it anymore. Let's see, ore conversion? No. I mean, I suppose I could. There's kind of no reason not to. Boy, that chain lightning is everywhere. Like, I'm actually really impressed by it. It looks cool, too. Let's see. Do we want to actually start pushing my corruption? Sure, why the heck not? None of these things are surviving at this point, so let's see if we can get corruption up to 50 next. Yeah, I bet the maximum range on my Artificer's Blade is actually much shorter than I think it is. And so, as such, the reason why things melt when I get close to them is because the katanas finally can kick in. And, boy, they just shred. I've just been relying on the damage of a bunch of subpar, largely non-upgraded weapons up until this entire point. Or, well, upgraded. Oh, no, Lunatic. Still works. So we don't need to worry about the defense at all. Defense reduction. So, sure. Next tier, Lunatic. Alright, so cleansing yourself, we've got Light Spirit now. Yeah, Armorless worked well in my favor. Okay. Area size, even if not that good. But who cares about pickup range? I ain't using it. I guess I'm using it for money. But that's the upper limit to it. Hopefully we find some, like, magnets. There we go. Okay, card selection. Let's keep going for the damage mitigation. 3,000 monsters killed. I mean, that's going to be really easy. Take almost no time, in fact. Oh, now I don't have to worry about accidentally picking up magnets. Yeah, it is the little windmilly dudes that are firing at me. Oh, that's not a coin on the ground. That's a coin on my UI. I'm a fool. Let's see. Honestly, Black Blood at this point is not really helping me that much. Let's just grab the crate. Okay. Cleaver, level 7? Sure. I'm not trying to get anything to level 9. We got the one thing that we want to get to level 9 at level time. Or at level 9. Yeah, shockingly, I'm still leveling up. Let's see, practice. Really not that good. Let's go for the vile coin. The chances of me getting 100 corruption are pretty low on this run, but I'm not going to let it stop me. Okay, bonus reward? Yes. Survive for 2 minutes, break crates. I'm good at that. Also, holy shit, the lag. Ah. Yeah, snag evasion. So now I don't even have to worry about getting hit as much. I think after a certain point here, can I go into the menu options? Game options. Visuals. Okay. Flashing enemies. Pickup range visibility, projectile visibility. UI, health bar. Oh yeah, let's take that down a little bit. What I want to do is just hide EXP. Alas, I don't think we can. I'll live. Guess let's just work on the shaman staff. I mean, if we curb stomp the game into oblivion, then so be it. This is like with a truly top-of-the-line computer, too. I have no idea if... I have no idea what would even happen with a less good computer. On void pickup, extra pickup range, which means more AoE. It's tempting, let's grab it. Oh! I almost died. I think there might be one-shot protection in this game. Like, I've got really good damage mitigation, but... Ripes? Spike boots. When you dash, activate your undamaged soul cards. Dash cooldown. Sure. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to dash. Oh, there's our crate. It's somehow not broken. 20 crates. Much to my surprise. Okay. Yeah, let's work on our dash cooldowns. Because if we've got heavy dash and evasion, we should probably have really short We should have a really short dash cooldown if we can manage it. Because that should make me unharmable. Like, doesn't matter how low my defense or HP is. Okay. Working on that. Gold coins and dash cooldown. Keep it up. Alright. We're almost maybe getting places. Limit break service. We want to get shuriken, right? Yeah, because we haven't seen the crystal sword. Explosive vial. Shuriken up to level 8. There it is. Fuma Shuriken. Bouncy Blade. Ooh. That sounds good. Let's see. Troll Blood. Yep. That's going to be huge. Oh, there's the Sword Rang. And we've now got the Gunslinger. Sick. Let's see. Taking damage increases your movement speed. That one's terrifying. Oh, there's the spear. Oh, removes time limits from normal stages. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'm just going to burn all of my money here. The rerolls are getting too expensive, but that's fine. Okay. And let's get Spear up to level 8. Well. Oh, right, there's the Corruptive Altars. Well, at least the lag isn't as bad on this stage, so it must have been something else. Okay, Yald's Blessing. Oh. Only for a minute, though, which is a bit of a downer. It's fine. And those green auras are mine. That's a good sign. Let's see. Are we actually? Yeah, we are actually ticking this one up. Let's see. Well, there's the pike. But no, let's work on the explosive vial. The chances of us being able to actually max out... I think I missed. Yeah, I did. The chances of us being able to max out too many of these is extremely low. We might get lucky, get 2 blacksmiths or like the shop limit break service. But barring that, I just don't think it matters. Like at this point, we've hit that stage of the run where I'm just so absurdly powerful that, as far as I know, nothing can stop me. I'm just gonna run in sweet circles. Overshot. And yeah, that dash cooldown is incredibly good. Especially because I regen 2 at a time. So what was the boss here? There wasn't a boss previously. So this might be new, unless it's a different goblin. Nope, you're new. Necromancer. 4 billion HP. Where is he? He's up here. Hello, sir. I have but a question for you. How fast do you die? He actually seems to be immune to damage at the moment, which is annoying. Anything else? No. Yeah, he's just... Oh. Charge the magic circle. This one? Oh, magic circle. Now, there he goes. Okay, where's the next... Where's the magic circle? Really hard to see on the UI here. There it is. There it goes. What? No. Don't you dare heal. You absolute slime town. Oh, he dead. I feel like my character should make a jet engine noise when he dashes now. Okay, Sword of Midas. Each enemy killed grants a gold. Which I had that earlier, but honestly, whatever. Alright, final region. Starts. Let's see. We actually do want to go shopping a bunch. I think we want to go down the right side. Right side seems a little bit more fun. Ah, there we go. Ooh, new music. Have less than 3 FPS. I think it hitched at the very beginning there, which is why that triggered. Let's see. Just go Wormblind. Let's see, area size, sure. Let's see, projectile speed, dash charges. Now let's max out my weapons. Okay, area size, right. I should be charging all over the place for a brief second. There it is. I'm so fast. Let's see, blood pressure. We want metal conversion, but I don't know where that possibly could be. Boy, if we can get the item that scales my damage based on my movement speed, not... So here's the one problem I am having with this. Oh, Thorn projectile kills an enemy and launches 4 additional weakened projectiles. Sure. Double EXP gain. Well, that's nice, a little late, but whatever. I'm not going to be able to possibly ever appreciate this zone. Because I'm just too strong. Let's reroll. We get a free reroll. Oh wow, we are actually like burning through. Tainted cards are showing up. So I might have to just start picking whatever's offered. It feels like I'm still missing a number of things. But whatever. Now I'm just gonna push my discount as high as it possibly can get. Because that's honestly just as good. Fiery dash. Oh. When you dash, inflicts burn to nearby enemies for a bunch of damage and range. Sure. I knew there were more things that could show up in the pool. Okay, projectile speed. Sure. But yeah, I don't even know what enemies are even left here. Or, like, are supposed to spawn in this region. As far as I know, they're just flying EXP. I've killed thousands, but... Freaking T-pose dominance just says no. I guess I could actually just sit still, do nothing. Oh wow, those AoEs are freaking enormous. Swarm Gland is nuts. I guess I haven't been standing still enough to really utilize that. I'm gonna wait until this gets like a... well, that didn't work. Sorry. I want to put a, I want to have a good YouTube thumbnail for this. I know I should probably go back to drawing my own, but that takes like an hour or two a piece, and that quickly becomes quite the time sink. Alright, sell some HP. Collection book. Yeah, that's really good. Why is everything so cheap? No, I'm just gonna buy the Phoenix Totem just because. Let's see, momentum, 10 string. We might actually have a full build here. Though I know for a fact there's artifacts that haven't shown up. So I'm quite curious about what happened to them and where they went. Oh well. Broken statuette. Huh. Multiply soul coin gain by 3, base corruption by 5 for each stage. Ooh. Reduces my damage mitigation. And now we're up to 100 corruption. What is our corruption at? Asking for a friend. Oh, I think we might be hosed. I don't have a whole lot of evidence to support this theory. Oh, well, there's the limit break service. That would have been nice. Okay. I think I am going to have to pick Forged Iron a couple of times, reduce EXP, soul cards now start at level 2. I don't think that actually helps me. Now I'm going to be very injured. Back up to full health. Oh, now I can see my enemies. Oh, right. We've got to go break some crates. I got him. Wow. Even with 5,000% extra HP, it was over in a flash. I apparently have broken the speed of sense. Yeah, there's like no reason for me to get some of these. I feel like there are some cards that have just been removed from the pool somehow that I've missed. Let's see, durability. Actually, we should probably pursue that. Oh, look, enemies. Come back. Come back, sir. Please, I am lonely. I want to just observe you, to know what you look like, to understand this region. What must I face in this locale? There you are. Come back. Oh, he's one of the teleporty boys. That means he is a coward. I've lost him. The problem is, I'm causing him to warp while he's off screen. I don't know what to tell you, man. Oh, food increases damage up. That's really good. That's really good for me. Okay, so it seems to be like little bugs, the spinny dudes, big magma-y rock men. Unfortunately for them all, I am apparently so obscenely overpowered that nothing matters. Let's see, you know what? I'm actually going to start investing in that. There should be a tainted mod that raises my base damage. I don't know where that one went. And then there's the attack speed one, but I'm not sure if we need that either. Let's see. Oh gosh, actual stat, 60,000. Defense piercing is about the same. Damage multiplier. It's tough. I'm gonna banish the agility. I don't think we need it. I think I'm gonna banish healing factor as well. There's sharpening stone. Yeah, and I can pretty much just sit here. Guess I'm supposed to kill one more champion. It's the dude on the left. Guess I'll just be... I guess it's a good time for me to deal with all those mosquito bites I've been suffering from. I just got chewed up the other night because I was like, oh, you know, I really need to start running again for my mental health and physical health. It's banish low pressure. We don't need it. I'm gonna banish sharp edge. Oh, there's death aura. Too late on that one. I knew the pools were being funky. Once you've depleted them enough, there is definitely that kind of feeling of just like, is this everything? Alright, there he goes. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the attack speed because that's probably going to help me the most here. Boy, they're really shooting at me. This is like actually a bit of a concern. Not a huge one. Nothing survives. Quadrillion EXP. I don't even know what level I'm at this point. 229. Okay. Kill a bunch of enemies in that amount of time. I think we'll do it. I don't think there's anything to stop me. Nope, there we go. Optional card rewards. Yeah, I think I'm mostly just gonna focus on the attack speed. I have no evidence to support whether or not that's actually good. Projectiles... Oh, God. Looping projectiles. That sounds really fun. Welcome to the kill box. It'll be nice to have more weapon evolutions that I can actually pull from. Though, I don't know. I think all things considered, I've very successfully managed to build myself into some kind of obscene monstrosity. Which is exactly what you're supposed to do in this game. Oh, the attack speed heart no longer goes up to 999. It just goes up to 99. Or did it always cap at 99? I'll have to look next time I level up. which we are still leveling up very slowly, but like it's multiple levels per round. Yes, so this caps at 900, just 99 as opposed to 999, which, yeah, that's about fair. I can't wait until we can increase my tainted card cap even higher, because I know I can at least get a little bit more meta progression in that direction. Mainly from the perspective of, oh gosh, I think I've gone grayscale. I'm so powerful. Let's see. But yeah, there's at least one meta progression upgrade that lets me increase tainted mod rewards by 1. And I want it. If only there were more tainted mods. But again, I can't actually think of anything that could really use tainting. Fire. There almost should be like a stick. Like one weapon that is a tainted mod. And it only shows up once you have like 10 weapons, but you can just keep investing more and more levels into the stick. You know, just basic Cypress stick. And you just get really biffy with a level 99 Cypress stick. And it's a challenge run. I actually really want this. I think that would be an amazing weapon. It like shows up really rarely, and it's utter dogshit for the first X number of levels. But since you can get 5 levels at a time with it, once it gets up to level 50, it's absurd. Just like this massive thing. Glass sword doubles your damage, reduces max health. You know what? I can work with that. Nah. I'm gonna get as close to maxed attack speed as I possibly can. So let's limit break. Explosive vial. I mean, if I'm gonna be here, I might as well. I'm hoping we can somehow get another limit break service, but it seems very unlikely. Yeah, don't have enough. We have, like, every weapon, though. Well, almost every weapon. Whee! Hello, enemies? Oh god, frame rate here is gonna have issues in it. Maybe I should just walk. I'm not really sure if it counts as a walk if I have no walk cycle. It's more of just a very casual slide. Okay, so we're just going to keep scooting down. What else do we even do? Nope, mostly just chilling. Like, at least I can kind of see some enemies for a brief second here. Which means to say, which is to say, there is a possibility that I can get even stronger than this to the point where nothing remains on the screen. I mean, the fact that this is difficulty C implies that we're still going to have a difficulty B, A, and maybe S? Oh, I missed one. Excuse me, I must go back. Did I just never finish this one, or... No, I just must have missed it. Alright, whatever. I will say, I hope it gets shorter or more condensed in some way, because this run's been 2 hours long. And it outstayed its welcome like an hour ago, and so I'd actually love to see the I'd love to see the regions get condensed down on higher difficulty levels. Wow. I'm gonna have to do another epilepsy warning. I've been doing that a lot this week. M placeholder. Ooh. M placeholder has a lot of HP. Am I supposed to do anything with this? Feels like I should. He might just insta-kill me. I don't know. At this point, the frame rate is having so much trouble. Okay, charge the magic circle. Okay, it's down here. Can I actually get into it? There we are. Luckily, the boss is, unprepared for me. Where's the next magic circle? Okay, it's down here. Oh, right. He's not even attacking fast enough, so evasion is just hard countering him. Oh. He had a super nuke that actually was, in fact, toasting me. So I can lose. It's hard. It's legitimately very difficult for me to die at this point. Because unless he's doing like a really heavy sustained hit on me, none of these get through my evasion. Or it's lag armor. It's really hard to tell. But yeah, as long as I scoot every once in a while and stay reasonably close to him, I think I shouldn't have too much issue. Nice thing is, the more I hit him, the more he burns. The more he burns, the faster he dies. It's just... Holy smokes. It is time consuming. Alright, there we go. He is dead. We have won. I've gone plaid. I think the game crashed. Oh, no, we got it. Oh, we didn't lose. Alright, perfect. So, let's take a look. So the crossbow did 1.75 trillion damage. Kunai did a couple billion damage. Yeah, I mean, it's really crossbow, kunai, shuriken, throwing knife. Fire spirit did less damage than I thought. Worm glands, yeah, did very little. Surprisingly, thorn actually was pretty good. Yep, thunder spirit was incredibly good, and then everything else was bad. And then artificer's katana was not as good as I thought, but I think it's because of its lack of range. Wow, that crossbow, I think, got the most amount of kills by far. Alright, well, let's take a look at the soul shop, as I should have absurd amounts of currency to spend on things. Well, there's nothing in the B tier for me to mess with. Let's see. So banishes area size damage. Flat damage, not bad. Let's see. What I wanted to look at is Ascended Drop Chance. We want that, but 4 levels at once for Tainted Soul cards. Yeah, I'm just gonna max out this tier, I think. Okay, so we are now completely done with D tier. E tier. F tier still has the defense. I'm not sure if I want to invest in that or not. Probably area size next. Alright. And then other things, if I want to play more of this game, and boy, they're gonna start getting kind of long. Take a look at challenges. Yeah, so I still have to do Soulless, dual wielding, yeah. I'm gonna have to do a lot of these. Ooh, corruption starts at 5. Corruption per stage. Growth per zone. Oh, maybe that's probably bad, actually. We'll see. Cards cannot be a higher rarity than epic. No evolutions. Oh, that's not bad. Probably. Cursed. Sounds terrifying. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and work on some of these challenges just to clear them out. Yeah, what else do we have? Armor ban. Eee. Unlocks Silk Edge. Ooh. Fast pass. More soul gain. Every other stage is skipped. That's actually really good. Maybe. Oh, that could be a problem, though. Endurance of Vild. Soul coin gain. Enemy health and damage. Wait, what do we actually unlock for doing some of these? Unlock rare shrines events. Ooh. And then the other one I want to take a look at is we now have every class. So we have Lagrog. Wait. Removes all freedom to the players. Removes? What do you mean? Oh. Let's do Nightrog and take a look at what Lagrog does. Oh, max enemy count, 50%. Oh. Captive 4 weapons, assuring he can play however he wants, safe from lag. So it's a low performance mode for people. So Gunslinger. Attacks are not automatic. Weapons have ammo. Reload automatically when the magazine is empty or pressing the reload button. Huh. One weapon can be upgraded to levels 25, 50, and 100. What? And then the Shopkeeper. Greatly reduced EXP gain, gains gold on level up. On level up, instead of gaining access to card selection, you gain access to a non-rerollable shop. You can spend your gold. These sound really fun, but for now at least, holy smokes, that was long. So I will see you guys in the next run of Rogue Genesia, whenever that's going to be. Probably when this update actually comes out as a live branch, patch, whatever. When it goes public as opposed to Discord beta only. Which, speaking of, if you do want to play the beta, just hop on the Rogue Genesia subreddit. The Rogue Genesia Discord, and the password is in the beta announcements channel if you want to play it yourselves. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.